Hey everyone. So, do you ever have mornings where you wake up and you're not quite sure why, but your body is just really, really sore? That's pretty much what happened to me this morning. I don't know what happened, but I realized when I woke up that I was just not feeling great and just a little cranky. And, I had all these plans. I actually was planning to go out and go to the gym and I was going to do all this stuff. And then the minute I got in the shower, I realized that I could not leave because my body was just so sore. I realized that, I had been stressed at work, which has been really good. I've been loving everything that I'm doing. But I've just been kind of not feeling up to my old self. And I realized that there are some key techniques that I have just not been giving myself in order to basically relieve body-induced stress. There's a lot that we could be doing, and not a lot of people know. There's some key things that we all kind of need, and I wanted to share them with you. So, my basic tips for relieving some much-needed stress in your body. Obviously, stress happens. There are lots and lots of things that you can do in order to decrease actual stress in your life. But when you do have stress, how do you get rid of it? One of the things that stress effects that a lot of people don't know is your body. You get really sore. Like this morning, I was just feeling like not my back was aching, but it was just everywhere. Every muscle was just kind of bleh, and just not feeling great. So what can you do? Well, yoga is a really popular thing. I love doing yoga. It's great for stretching. I did a video previously on how stretching can kind of help, and, I realized that I haven't been keeping up my yoga and stretching habit, which might have something to do with why my body's feeling achy all of a sudden. But, that's the number one thing that you can kind of do. The other thing is I love using Icy Hot. When I was having back pain a few months ago, I started using that kind of topical cream when I would go to bed. But I did find that an ice bag is just as good and probably even better if you're having some very, very specific pain, whether it's stress-induced or not, that an ice pack will actually be much better for your sore muscles. So there's that. One thing that I really love is I love trading 5-minute quick neck massages with my friends. Whenever we're hanging out, especially if we're, just hanging out at one of our own homes, I cook dinner for my friends and that kind of thing. But, we can be talking and you can talk and give each other little massages. It's just really quick and, it's great because they don't charge you. All you're doing is you're returning the favor, and it really kind of takes it away a little bit. You can even do it for longer than 5 minutes, but I think that very few people will turn that down because it's just 5 minutes, right? I mean, what's a 5-minute massage giving or getting? But it does kind of help a lot. You don't really think of it, but every little thing helps. So the other thing is actually daily meditation, which can be really hard to keep up when you have a hectic schedule, but, it's just like stretching and yoga. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. It's really great. And one of the simplest things I like to do is literally just sitting on my bed, cross-legged or whatever, however you're best comfortable, just closing my eyes and just breathing in and out for 10 breaths, I'm counting. Sometimes I use my fingers because I don't want to be thinking about the numbers that I'm counting. So I just breathe in and out and just give myself a little time to wonder, feel what my body's feeling, and pretty much go from there. But, whenever I do that, I feel much more rejuvenated. And the number one thing, which is what I actually had to do this morning, is taking a really, really nice hot bath. It's kind of a standard that, bubble bath will relieve stress, but I find that we don't often make time to kind of really give ourselves that, and I really didn't want to at first, but as I was kind of standing under my hot water when I was showering, I realized that the only thing I wanted to do was keep standing there, and that's when I knew that my body was really aching for just a nice long soak, and I probably haven't had one in 6 months or something. It's not something that you need to do all the time, but I do think that it is one of the best ways to relieve stress, and, especially when it's a body aching kind of stress like I had this morning. So anyway, those are kind of my 5 quick tips for how to relieve body aching stress. Let me know what you think. And as far as fitness goes, I am actually starting to get back to running after not running since New Year's, so you'll hear more about that next week. But thanks for watching.